Hello and welcome to A Journey to Awareness. Are you ready to take a voyage to the uncharted places within you, where you will be guided to ways to heal your wounds, look at your life choices, release your fears, and take control of your future? Stick with me through these podcasts and you will take the most exciting adventure of your life, the journey to you. Let's go. Hello and welcome. I'm Shauna Hoffman. I just want to say thank you to all of the people who have left me reviews and likes on the podcast and social media pages. I would love, if you're enjoying the podcast, to follow us on A Journey to Awareness Facebook page and our Instagram account. I truly welcome your feedback, thoughts, and insights. My goal is to make a difference in as many lives as I can. It's funny, with a podcast, sometimes you feel like you're talking into space. It's through your posts on social media that I get to hear from my beloved audience, which brings me to today's podcast, communication. Okay, the A to Z of self-awareness, we've done A, awareness, B, boundaries. So today, let's tackle C, communication. I gotta tell you, in this day and age, that word has so many meanings. First, is how we communicate with each other. The messages we send to each other. Is it healthy? Is it aggressive or needy or convoluted or manipulating or joyful, logical, emotional? So many things to talk about there. I touched on a lot of that in the podcast, The Art of Healthy Fighting, but there's another discussion around communication that's come up over and over with my clients lately that I think it's time to dissect. The way we communicate in COVID times. Do we text or call? With COVID, we can't just show up for a little visit for some old-fashioned coffee talk. Hey, I'm in the neighborhood, thought I'd stop by. Now it's texting or Zoom, Facebook, FaceTime, and posting on social media. All of a sudden, communication between people seems to involve so much technology. So I thought for today, we would talk about how to navigate this crazy world, how to make sure that we're reaching the people we want to have in our lives, and if we're doing it in a way that's healthy and honoring our relationship with them. And more importantly, are we actually communicating with them or just sending up smoke signals and hoping they know what we're feeling? I want you to think for a minute about the important people in your life right now. Go through them in your mind. Your immediate family, your kids, parents, siblings. When was the last time you communicated with them and how did you do that? Is it a text hello? Did you pick up a phone and call them? Did you post something to them on one of the gazillion social media apps? Did you actually get a reply? Then, did you respond back? And here's a big thought for you to consider. Was it trivial? Was it trivial what you posted, what you cooked for dinner, what your dog or cat did that day? Okay, that stuff is not trivial to you, but it doesn't engage your emotions with that of another person. And that is what good communication does. We share our feelings with another being. We allow a connection that goes deeper than a picture or a like or a meme reply. We become vulnerable with another person. Our world has gotten so strange. What was normal relationship building behavior has become static and filled with technology. When was the last time you actually heard the voice of someone you care about that's not in your COVID-free pod? I was so excited the other day when my baby brother who lives out of state called and just wanted to catch up. Wow, what a human moment. I felt myself truly smile and get that crazy warm feeling in my heart. I have clients right now that are struggling with relationships that are all based on texting. They crave a true connection with someone, but all they're getting is a text. You see, the thing about a text is that it goes out into this ethereal space and you never know if the other one got it. Did the other person get your text? Or the one who does receive the text has to see if they're truly understanding the emotion behind it. Even with emojis attached, there's an emptiness, a question if they really know what the sender means. You see, it's a two-dimensional connection. Now let's talk about connecting on social media, posting and replying. When people post, they're in their own mind. It's like they're processing out loud or journaling in a way. They're trying to connect to people, And what is great is it's a way to connect with people all over the world, but it's a different kind of connection. It's a narrow connection, not a three-dimensional one like you'd have in person or on the phone or FaceTime or Zoom with someone, where you could actually hear or see if they're taking a pause or taking a deep breath or laughing a little, or if their voice is quaking a bit, or you can see their smile or their tears. After someone puts up a post on Facebook or Insta, they wait. They wait to see if anyone in their social media sphere saw the smoke signal they sent up. And then they wait to see if anyone responds. And we are all truly unaware of the app's algorithms and even if our friends are seeing our posts. Don't get me wrong. Facebook and Instagram truly offer a connection between people. And often it's with people you may not pick up a phone to call. I love that. But you have to differentiate that kind of human interaction, that kind of friendship, from one where you want it to grow and be maintained, something more profound. The waiting is also true when you send out a text. You wait. Did the other person get it? Will they respond? Do they know what I meant? Could they read into my words to hear my feelings? What we have lost, or what we are tweaking or metamorphosing in all of this kind of communication, is human connection. And I'm not sure that years from now we're not going to pay the price if we aren't already. So what makes human connection? There's a great article by Donna Pisacano-Brown called The Power of Human Connection. She describes human connection like this. Human connection is an energy exchange between people who are paying attention to one another. It has the power to deepen the moment, inspire change, and build trust. So how do we have that via technology when we're not hearing someone's voice or seeing their face? Let's break that down. Human connection is an energy exchange between two people. Okay, texting is an output of energy, but is it an energy that the receiver can soak up? Can the receiver feel the positive or negative influence of the energy that was sent out? Truly, someone can just ignore it, delete it, or forget about it. You can't do that when you're having a phone or in-person communication. And if you do, it's obvious. It's an obvious choice that the other person can see or hear right in front of them. Not true with social media and texts. You don't even know if the other person has received the communication you've sent out. Okay, the next part says that it is an energy between two people who are paying attention to one another. Well, hell, just because someone texts you, how do you know if they have not already put down their phone, moved on to another attraction? How do you know if they're really paying attention to you? For that instant of the text, they were, but for how long? And the receiver may not get the text or text back for hours. Then how does the sender feel? Do they feel like they have the attention of the other person? Talk about one way to really confuse a relationship. Do you see the craziness in this supposed communication? And I say communication in quotes. I love the last line about human connection that she wrote. It has the power to deepen the moment, inspire change, and build trust. I specifically love those words, deepen the moment. So let me be clear. In this time when we're in lockdown and many people have no other social world than Facebook or Instagram, I'm not saying it doesn't serve a purpose. After all, there is a throwback in a way to the old times of writing letters to one another. There is a connection, but how deep can it go? I only ask you to take a moment of self-awareness to see how deep you want it to go. Is your time on social media a good passage of time and a break from this crazy world for a bit? Hey, we all need that. But are there people on there that you would like to get to know deeper? If you're aware of why you're on social media and your hopes for each interaction, it's perfectly fine and healthy. But I ask you to make sure that you've taken the time and energy to connect with those you love on a deeper level, one that will fill your soul. I have to admit, I love getting a text from someone I haven't spoken to in a while. It's like a tap on the shoulder saying, hey, but it only makes me crave a deeper communication. a deeper connection. Again, it's just like a smoke signal from a tribe far away saying, hello, but I crave something more. So now when I get a text from someone I haven't talked to in a while, I pick up the phone and I call them. Reality check. Our lives have gotten so chaotic, busy, overwhelming. Sometimes a phone call isn't possible. Sometimes a text is the best we can do in the moment. But I want you to be very clear if the message you send to that person with just a text. What is that message? Make sure that you are truly trying to communicate a feeling, not just words. Try and put your feelings about that person into the text. Instead of just Merry Christmas with a little Christmas tree emoji, try, hey, Merry Christmas. I know we're all swamped right now, but I just wanted you to know what you mean to me and that I'm thinking of you today. Okay, back to that wonderful quote. Human connection is an energy exchange between people who are paying attention to one another. It has the power to deepen the moment, inspire change, and build trust. I offer you to try and communicate in ways that truly deepen the moments in your relationships. Make sure you're truly letting the other person know you're paying attention to them. That's how we turn today's world of technology and social distancing and breakdown of true communication into something more important, something more profound, and something truer to our hearts. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope you take such good care of yourself in the next week. Please drink lots of water, eat wonderful foods, surround yourself with loving beings, have really great communications with people. Thank you for letting me into your life this week, and I look forward to popping back in again next week. Thank you for joining me today on the Journey to Awareness podcast. My hope is that you leave this podcast inspired, fired up, and ready to take that next step on the magical journey of self-awareness. And then you come back and join us again. Oh, and if you can do me a quick favor and please leave me a 5-star review over on iTunes. I gain so much from reading the reviews and getting feedback from my listeners. Thanks again for spending your time with me today. Be sure to visit me on my Facebook page, Working on Me, and on my website, workingonme.com, for past episodes and insight into the fabulous journey to you.